Do do do. Guys, just bear with me. I'll be there in a sec. All right, we're there. Cool. Just making sure everything's working, guys, just so I can get with y'all. Anyway, right, I'm here. So I'll try and respond to you guys as much as I can. Well, oh, I need to turn the volume down on this because that will be terrible. You having to listen to me over myself. Right, welcome everybody. I'm just reading up quickly. But there's some things I want to do. 2 a.m. in the USA. Committed, bro. Love it. So yeah, been cleaning out a lot of my garage and stuff like that. Had a few, well, I've got one thing in particular I want to do with my A86. But I forgot I didn't forget what I was going to do. I forgot yeah, trust me, it makes sense to me. What we're going to do, I have to put this down for a second and just bear with me. When other people join, guys, let them know. We are going to, I'll be back in a second. I just need to go grab a beer. This is part of the reason we're here. So, hold on. Let me catch up to where we are. Right. So, right. So I went out for Japanese dinner tonight, and they had this Sapporo. And for those of you know, I have the grape drink right now as an actual catch can. So I do want to upgrade to the Sapporo because it's Japanese. So of course I need to upgrade to that because I want to be JDM. Yeah, I'm definitely coming back. So one of the things that has been hard is, like you guys will see really soon, it's been a whole lot going behind the scenes in my life. I'll update you guys as soon as I can, but there is a vlog coming out tomorrow. We did film today. I'm trying to open the bonnet. I need to put this down so I can open the bonnet on the 86. And my freaking light isn't here that I normally use. But I have this one. See if I can. That'll work. Just because I want to be able to show you guys. Oh, again, sorry about the shakiness. But this is what I want to replace today. I have my, what is this? Green grape. Basically a grape drink, but it's a Taiwanese, basically a Chinese sort of grape drink thing. So I'm going to throw that in the bin. This is very messy. Oh God, falling over everything. The idea is to finish the beer. So I'll have to answer some questions with you guys while I finish my beer, because it is a big beer. 600 and something mils. So, right, favorite mod to do on a car with me. I'm just going to kick back here. I'm going to mount the GoPro up here and kick back in a second. I'm just going to move you guys. I'm sure that'll work. Where's my phone? My phone, my beer. Alright. Can you see me? Hopefully you can. Right. Chi-Chi's 350Z hasn't been going at all just because he hasn't been doing work on it. So yeah, that's one thing. Favorite mod to do on a car? Oh, that's a tough one. Oh, awkward moment when I realised my 8.6 isn't completely turned off and I don't know how long it's been turned on for. Oops. Hopefully 8.6 starts next time I go to drive it. Because, yeah, not ideal. But, what was it? The best... What was my favourite mod to do on a car? Has to be wheels or lowering, I guess, because they're just like so much instant gratification by just changing the wheels, you know what I mean? Like, you can have a car that looks crap and just put wheels on it and it's sick. Or you can have a car that even has shitty wheels and then you slam it and it's sick. So I'd say either lowering or wheels, definitely. So yeah. Yeah, we're doing a bunch of stuff with Broomstick. Like literally, I spent all today at Broomstick. We did some stuff with Adam LZ's Evo. And then did a bunch of stuff on the 370Z today, getting it ready for morning session this week. I haven't even been drinking there. I got the beer here and I haven't been drinking it. Yeah, look, Larkin's got himself in some trouble. Basically, he got himself in some trouble. Putting his hands where he shouldn't have on a girl and got himself in trouble, and I don't want anything like that around my channel. So yeah, I've been trying to avoid that answer, but yeah, whether he did it or didn't, you know what I mean, the person that it happened to had no reason to make lies up. Yeah, so it's one of those things where I just don't want anything like that associated with my channel, and I don't really want to be associated with anything like that regardless of the channel. So yeah. The S13, I haven't 100% decided on a colour yet. I really need to decide soon. I think the next big thing for the S13 is plumbing. We're going to plumb it up. Well, we need to map out our plumbing and then order it. And then probably while that's being done, we can potentially get it off for wiring. Yeah, I don't see any reason. We should be able to get it off to wiring. We have a company coming on board for the wiring, just for the cost of materials, so I'm really stoked about that, and they do a super professional job. Russ is great at wiring. Russ has still got a few things we have to finish on the 8.6. We should be finished soon, but he's been so busy, so yeah, with this other shop, very, very experienced, and they'll be able to knock it over pretty fast. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to get the S13 done before Christmas, but I'll give it a go. Yeah. What happened to the second AU? It's still at the track. You know how good I am at reversing, guys? I actually ran into it with the Land Rover the other day by accident. That was funny. I reversed into it. Surprise, surprise. So yeah, where am I at? So how many years have I been into motorsport, sailing and drifting? As a kid, my dad used to take me to Calder Park for drag racing, hill climb events. You know, he took me to all different things over the years. Even so, I'm old enough where when I was younger, when I was a kid, I went and watched Thunderdome, like actual, like NASCAR and Ozcars around Calder Park Thunderdome. So yeah, but yeah, so I was into it as a kid, but then I got heavily into BMX and did it professionally for a long time. So I didn't even get my license till I was 22, but basically as soon as I got my license, I started drifting. So, and I'm now 37, so however long that is, like 15 years or something. Yeah, unfortunately I wouldn't necessarily say poor Larko. You kind of make your bed when it comes to that stuff, so yeah. Anyway, The BMX behind me is a PK Ripper. Wifey bought that for me. BF Death Cart is definitely going to be rad, guys. We have a turbo sponsor on board, which I'll announce when it arrives. We've got valve springs ordered. We've got an oil pump picked out, and that'll be ordered very, very soon. Apparently, the company that does the oil pump running over 1,000 horsepower with their Barra, so it's a great oil pump because I want this thing to sing on limiter. I just put up my SR to RB gearbox for sale. I'm going to use the money that sells for to buy a TR6060 for the Barra, the stronger box that'll be able to handle good power. So I'm intending to make some good power of this Barra. Like, it's going to be rad. So the plan is to do the mechanical side of the car from a point of view of make some big power, get the thing blazing tyres, get a manual in it, you know, do that side of the car first and get it mechanically good. You know, if I smash it up, I smash it up, let it bang the doors in, whatever. But as soon as it, you know, as soon as we've done all the mechanical side of it and the car's running really well, then we're going to get right into the Death Cart side of it. So I really want to try and get a 300 Turbo 300ZX rear end for it and get rid of the solid rear and go to like a 300ZX rear end to get rid of the leaf, basically. Or if I can get someone to do like a 4-link setup. Basically, I just, with the whole Death Cart idea, I don't want there to be a heap of chassis hanging out the back because it sort of won't look cool. I think when you do those Death Carts, the wheels need to be the end of the chassis, which is, yeah, anyway. Adsby Photography, thank you for the donation, mate. Much appreciated. Best 4x4 for a non-Aussie fella to buy when they're getting into that life, sub 10k. Mate, after the Jackaroo, I would never have even thought of saying Jackaroo before I got given that Jackaroo. Jackaroo, you could probably pick one up for like $3,000. I haven't even looked. But a V6 Jackaroo is out of control. Like, I couldn't break it. I was actually, I don't know if I was happy or sad. I tried to break it. I tried everything I could to break it. It wouldn't break. So, I'm mind blown. I would say, yeah, first up Jackaroo. And then, yeah, sub 10k, you'd start probably... honestly, the Jackaroo, you can't beat it. But you can get patrols for under 10k, but they're very heavy on the fuel. And they've sort of got a bit of COVID tax like Jap cars at the moment. So yeah, that's tough, eh? Thoughts on the RB engine? RB 25s and 20s are fantastic. Thoughts? I thought you were going to change the setup in the S13. You keep the turbo or build a bigger cube Aspo motor. So with the S13, I'm keeping it turbo. We're changing up parts of the engine to make it make more power. You know, the aim is to go sort of, you know, over 800 wheel, at least probably to even 1,000 wheel on the current setup. And then the idea, as time progresses and I can save up some money, would be to go built bottom end, and I would love to make the same kilowatt as the car weighs. So if the car ends up weighing, just say, let's for argument's sake, 1,080 kilograms, my ultimate goal would be to make 1,080 kilowatts. So yeah, I want a one-to-one without the concierge price tag, if you know what I mean. I want a one-to-one car. Yeah. So just give me a second. I just want to catch up on the comments here while I'm not drinking enough of this beer. So let me catch up. I did not watch the 2.4 hours of Le Mullet. Been very busy with everything behind the scenes, basically. Working on new merch as well for you guys. I got some rad new stuff coming out. One shirt that I am like super pumped, and I've literally ordered, I think, like 5 extras just for myself. So Really happy about that. Yeah. Green top Barra swapped the S14. So the S14, we're going to keep it SR. When we had the swap meet the other day, I actually went through all my stuff and found the old SR clutch that used to be in the 8.6 before it went to an RB25 setup and a huge clutch. The clutch was very, very good in the 8.6 and there was nothing wrong with it. It only came out because I went to the 25 box and went with the twin plate and all that sort of stuff. So I now have a clutch for the S14, so we'll be able to get that going soon from a point of view of like being able to actually use it. We still haven't 100% worked out what we want to do. Basically, it's on the write-off register. It's been registered in Victoria, it can be registered in New South Wales, but just due to Queensland law, we cannot register the S14 in Queensland for some reason. So, yeah, we kind of need to work out what we're going to do. We either could go down to Vic and potentially register it down there. We could go into New South Wales and just register it over the border in New South Wales. But unfortunately can't register it in Queensland just because of a loophole in the system, essentially, that screws us. Or we may sell or swap it for something we can use here in Queensland. It's really disappointing because the car is really clean on the outside. Like, there's nothing, you'd never tell, because apparently it was a hailstorm damage, but there's like no damage on the car at all. So, you know, that sort of disappointing. Anyway, did I find a 10mm socket in the BFU? Yeah, there was literally like 3 or 4. I'm stoked. Hire out the second AU. Second AU doesn't actually run. So, yeah, it needs some small bits and pieces, but yeah, I want to keep that for a spare. The DCA, at this stage, we do still want to run events in 2021. But, you know, look at SA. The border's just got closed again. You know what I mean? It's potentially going to be another few months before SA borders are open again. Like, it's so difficult to even attempt to start booking events in when the borders just got closed to SA again. Like, it's very difficult. Hey, chick. You going to bed? Daddy's got the camera going. Wave. Wave to everybody. You want to wave to everybody? No? Okay, anyway. What happened to the blue S15 that went to get painted? Blue S15? I'm not sure. I don't know what you're talking about. If the track ever came up for sale, would I buy it? Absolutely.
I keep looking for you.
What happened? I'm not sure of the blue S15. Anyway. Favorite skate park in Australia? That's tough. I think just all the Canberra was really good. Any BMX vlogs in the future? Once it starts to cool down again, definitely. Let me just quickly try and go through more stuff here. What do I think of the Nissan Gazelle S12? Basically an 8.6, really, aren't they? But not. So yeah. Orlando Lennon. Yeah, we watched Adam's interview. It's always funny because, like, you see Adam giving me and Shiana props, and Aaron, for some reason, is always like weird about giving me props. But we talk all the time. Like, it doesn't really make any sense. He's just, yeah. I think in his mind, I'm not. He can't understand why me being having the driving ability and stuff that I've got, that I wouldn't go and do like FD and stuff, and why I don't take it more seriously. So yeah, it's funny, it's interesting though. So yeah. So yeah, again, Cheech's car has come to a halt. He just hasn't been doing any work on it. He's got a girlfriend now, so yeah. When am I going to drift Lakeside again? Great question. I wish I could tell you guys, but yeah, it's an absolute pleasure to even be able to, you know, to be able to drift Lakeside, and I don't know if we'll necessarily ever get to do it again. It was, you know, I think it's someday, you know what I mean, I'll get the chance to do it again, but we'll definitely see. And Daddy, is there much left in that? Try. Little bit more. I should drink it and finish it.
Those come in the fridge.
No, this is the one we got at dinner. Alright. Do you want to read any questions if they come? You can't change it, you have to leave it like that though. See? Down there. What? Cheech has a missus? So what does that say? Say what? Cheech has a missus. Is there any questions after that?
A lot. I don't even know where.
So I guess look. Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna drop stuff here. So sorry guys. I'm trying to get Scarlett to ask me the questions that you guys ask, because that would make things easier. Anyway, so there was a question. What do you call it? What does I stand with Dan? Who's Dan?
Yeah, who's Dan?
I don't know who Dan is.
Come on, put his teeth.
Come on. I haven't had anything
I can't
since dinner.
stand with Dan. Anyway, we absolutely, Jesus, it's killing me and Tiana not being able to be on Drift Week. I'll be honest with you, it's absolutely devastating, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's yeah, we can't be there. That's all there is to it. Frustrating, it's annoying. I have no doubt we probably would have been on, or potentially have got an invite to do the Le Mullets event. You know, there's so many potential things this year could have bring for us, but unfortunately, it is what it is. This year turned to crap in a bit, not completely to crap, but yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. G'day, California. But yeah, let's get to work on making this Sapporo can a catch can. So, what do you call it? My general idea is I like to keep the main hole there as like a breather. So yeah, yeah, that's definitely a breather. And then we ideally drill a hole like in the back section here. So that's my basic idea. So I'm gonna stop. Do you want to help me?
What?
Do you want to help me?
What?
Do you want to help me?
What? Do what?
You can film for me. Do you want to film for me? You hold it and film.
Why?
Can you see me?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
So, apologies if it's a little bit wobbly. Scarlett's filming. So, I've got a step drill bit. I'm going to drill straight into the top of the can. Again, if you're going to do this, guys, you really need to be wearing your Think & Co stuff.
Give the camera back to Daddy, please.
She's filming for me.
I don't care, she's got to brush her teeth.
Oh, you gotta go brush your teeth.
I gotta go to bed.
Oh.
Well,
Mum.
You picked the wrong time to do it.
Mum.
Look what you made her do. You
What did
made
I make her do?
cry.
Pardon?
You made her cry.
You always make her cry.
You make her cry.
Booty. Alright, back to the can. Scarlett's very upset now. So, whoops. But I actually ruined one of my step drill bits recently, so this is going to make this job a little bit harder. Oh no, I do have another step drill bit. There we go. Call these Christmas trees. So yeah, let me just catch up if there's any questions here. Any more Falcons to come? I would say probably not, to be honest with you guys, but we'll see. All right, I want to just put this down so I can get this done. Put that in such a way that you can still laugh at what I'm doing. But the idea is to basically make the hole just big enough to put the hose in, so it's sort of pretty snug. Yeah. Don't drill so it's just in case it gets caught on my shirt. Yeah, that's a good point. Alright. I'm gonna still a little bit of beer in there. Anyway, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go see if it fits. No. So need to make the hole a little bit bigger. Ooh. Alright. So, yeah, we definitely do want to get onto yeah, Australian Drift Week definitely needs to happen, don't worry. Holdens make pretty good drift cars like VX, VT and VY. Not in the cheap ones, you have to go V8. The V6s really don't do that well. But anyway, I'm going to take this over. Well, there we go. Gotchas. So, I'll try this out now, see if it fits. So my idea is to obviously sit it back in the position it was and chuck the catch can in. So there we go. That is a full install guide. Simple as that. Catch can, supporto, and like someone said about having to empty it, it's as simple as getting your hose, getting your bite, tipping it out, and then go again. So we'll pop that back in to the 8.6. And this really doesn't go anywhere, guys. It can't go anywhere in this corner. You fit more than enough in it before it's going to spill anything. Being a non-turbo motor, you know, it's not going to really spill any, well, it's not going to pump oil out. So, just clean up the little bit of oil that I spilt. So, beautiful. Well, I'm happy with that. No more grape. Got Sapporo now. So you got your two Japanese main beers covered, the Asahi and the Sapporo. Little mods like that are fun too. Like someone asked earlier about, you know, what my favorite mods are. I definitely think nice, easy ones that have instant gratification are pretty damn fun. Just because there's the instant gratification, you know, it does make a big difference when immediately you can, you know, enjoy the fruits of your labor per se. Anyway, let me go back to where we're at. Any luck with being Adam's second car in D1 next year? Not D1, but yeah. Yeah, we down. Yeah, it literally fell down at the same time. So, anyway. Oh my god, it just fell again. Why does it keep falling? My sticky thing isn't sticky enough, huh?
Oh, I think you got a helmet.
No, for some reason my thing's not sticky enough.
Spit on it and rub it.
Do a garage kit in the 8.6. You won't. No, I won't, because it's a rental.
What?
Someone's saying to do a shed skid. I said I can't. It's a rental property.
We'll do a driveway skid next door in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's true. No, definitely no garage skid, unfortunately, guys. Maybe one day when I own a house, but this is a rental property. So, yeah, definitely do want... See, it's about to fall again. Do you see that?
No.
No. So, yeah. What you doing? What are you doing? The girl's out.
Nothing.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing. Anyone want to ask wifey something? We'll see. Maybe somebody wants to ask you something.
Doubt it. I'm very boring.
What do I think of an E36 drift car? What do you think of an E36 drift car?
Ugh.
You don't like them?
No. Remember that compact I drifted in the UK?
Yeah.
That bright orange one?
Yeah.
Ugh.
You don't like them?
No, it's terrible to handle. And then I drove Ben Odge's
E36 convertible.
convertible the other day at the track. That like no cell center. It's terrible. It's so bad. But he's determined for me to keep driving it and nail it.
Yeah.
I had a literal minute to drive it.
Yeah. Tiana, any hot tips for a cheap beginner drift missile in Australia?
No.
No tips?
No, I'm an S chassis person. They're not cheap.
Yeah.
I don't know. Luke would say a Z.
I
mean, to be fair, they're not the easiest car to drive, so learning to drive in one of those it's not only reliable, but you'll be able to jump into something like an X chassis or an S chassis or an R chassis and nail it.
What's that? You think that...
Zs are harder to drive.
Oh, they're just grippy, that's all.
Yeah. I mean, Adam's one was really easy, but that's a lot of... That's not
fully
cheap.
modified and heaps of power. Yeah. Is Tiana looking at Corvettes yet?
Nah, not until we know when we can go to America again.
When are
I think we're only getting one though.
When is T drifting again?
I don't know, Luke. Where am I? Hopefully I get to do not morning sesh, Christmas sesh this year.
Yeah.
That would be unreal.
Oh, make sure you get a spot.
Yeah, Luke's done a lot of QR driving. I don't actually think I've driven QR this year. No.
What's your favourite car?
Like drift car or just overall?
I don't know. Just says what's her favourite car.
Overall, 8.6, 11 notch, or drift car, S13, but anything S chassis. With an SR preferably.
Yeah. Where's the 8.6T?
I don't know.
We don't know. It's in a SAR car.
It's in a SAR car.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
What's the next hair colour, T?
I don't know. I'm probably going to stay blue for a while. But I really want to try that candy floss pink. I just don't think it would suit me. I think I'm more of the cooler colours, not the warmer colours. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
That really light pink, the fairy floss one.
Yeah. Someone said, can T touch her elbows together behind her back?
Yeah, good try. Especially with a white shirt.
Yeah, exactly. T, what's for dinner?
We had Japanese.
Yeah.
We already had dinner.
Hence what I just did. Did you see it?
No.
My catch can? Go look.
Oh, you did the Sapporo bottle?
Yeah.
Can?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what the power tool noise was? Do you want me to get a can opener? I can open it so it's
the hole's perfect.
No, you want it like that?
Oh, yeah, the hole's perfect.
That's what he said.
Right. Oh, God. All right, hold on. What do we got? It's will see your foot hot with it's continually growing.
Yeah,
so...
it's almost growing too fast for me to keep tabs on, like that last video that we did where I got everything out. Actually, we didn't do a video of it. You just walked in while I was doing it. And I was like categorizing everything. It's like double synth. So it's, yeah, really hard. But I think in a few weeks I'm just waiting on a friend to send some stuff up from Sydney. And then once he sends that up, I think I'll do another sort, just because I need to know what I have. Like, I got a car about 2 weeks ago from Best & Less. I was like, oh my god, I didn't even know that had a Moon Eyes logo on it. Turns out I've already got 2 of them, but I thought I'd never seen it before. So it's getting that bad.
Where do we go? I'm wrapping. T should drift the 8.6. Can't reach the pedals.
I can't reach pedals. I would like to drift an 8.6. Have I even ever drifted an E chassis? I don't think I have. I think the closest thing I've come to like an E chassis is an E30.
I have a question.
But that's a BMW. I would like to drift it. I just think that they shouldn't be drift cars. I think that they're just too nice to be drift cars. But I'd like to drift one day.
Yeah.
Yeah. See what it's all about. The zero power steering. Don't know. I don't think I'll ever get to drive this though. I don't think it'll let me.
Well, if you think of 50s drive, this is like way harder. Like, I have to use all of my strength to drive this, especially with the amount of lock and everything it's got.
Yeah.
You have to properly manhandle it.
Should have driven Andrew Goodluck's in California at Adam's go-kart.
Does T ever drive off road?
Like full driving? Or like just like accidentally veer off the road? I do that sometimes. Full driving, no. I did once. I can't remember what car it was. And I drove through like the big puddles? It's on the Gold Coast somewhere.
Oh,
we went out one day.
Coomera.
Is that where it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coomera before it was a shopping centre.
Yeah, and I actually really enjoyed that. But no, I don't think I would enjoy actually driving, full driving.
Yeah.
I've driven on the sand.
Yeah. How are you liking your new coilovers?
Good.
Yeah.
So much better. The car just handles so much better.
Yeah.
Like it, yeah. Not bouncy, not terrible.
Are you picking
to drive.
stuff off my 8.6?
Don't. She's picking the paint.
Is that paint she just picked?
No, I think it's. Do you put double-sided tape under it?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, there's something that's like white foam, but yes,
Yeah,
she has chipped paint.
That would be the glue that holds the wing on.
Do you use Sikaflex?
That's what glue is.
Isn't Sikaflex black?
There's white Sikaflex and there's black
I
Sikaflex.
thought you used
Scarlett, try not to pick at Daddy's Corolla.
Oh, I just threw that colour nail polish out too.
When are the Finks coming back to NZ?
When you let us in your country.
Yeah, basically. What does T want as a daily after the V37?
8.6.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Or a V37 4-door manual.
I
I don't want it if it's auto.
This will be a good question for Tiana. Is a T18 a Corolla, and why is Mike Lake wrong?
Oh, did he say it's not a Corolla?
No, I think Mike's probably saying the T18 is a Corolla, and it's not. It's T18.
Yeah, but they're kind of like Corollas.
Yeah, but just because you can fit the bumpers on Corollas and they're better on Corollas than they are on T18s.
No, because if you like search a KE70 or AE71, they come up.
Yeah.
Hey, Google doesn't lie. The internet doesn't lie. If you search a form of e-chassis and it comes up with that option, it's part of the crew.
So, yeah. K drift car when? I definitely would love to do a K swap something at some point. We'll see.
A K-swap?
You can't get a V37 4-door in, man.
I know you can't. That's why I said it'd have to be manual. But wouldn't the 370...
There's manual ones. I mean, there's auto ones.
Yeah, but
Or it might be G36 actually, but they look the same.
couldn't you use the 370 manual conversion?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not hard to do. But I won't drive an auto. I won't own an auto. Unless it's to get a manual swap.
Someone said it would be nice to see T chasing. You get a bit scared, don't you?
I do. There's only a few people that I would chase. They have to be consistent. I have chased. I've definitely chased.
You definitely crashed into people as well.
Chasing?
Yeah, didn't you crash into not Princey, Liam? You crashed into someone chasing, one of the boys.
Oh, I think that was when it was me, Benki, and Liam in 3-car trains.
Yeah.
It's like my first...
Well, that's still chasing, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know where I was in that.
Why did you take the tone bit off your truck?
I know, I need to put
I think I might have been avoiding Benki.
Yeah.
Or avoiding something, and then, yeah, that was just a mess because it was like the beginner layout and there was different cut-throughs and non-beginner drivers. I definitely have chased. Just don't film a lot. I don't know. Luke's cameras always seem to die when I film, when I go driving.
No, I wasn't there last time. No, I film you when you go out. I just wasn't there when you drove last. I went home.
Yeah, but I was only running on 5
Or
cylinders
I went
anyway.
overseas. And I come back to videos of you doing huge burnouts.
When?
That time I went overseas and you sent me a video of you doing a humongous foot on.
No, you went drifting down in New South Wales and I stayed up here for Mother's Day
that's
and
right.
got a babysitter and I went drifting for Mother's Day and did a burnout.
That's right.
That's fair.
Sorry. Favourite band or music between me and T?
Blink-182.
Yeah, Blink.
For myself.
Yeah.
Probably not Luke's number one, but...
Yeah. Well, not my number one, but
Metallica.
between us though.
Yeah.
I reckon she would suit a BA or a BF XR6 turbo and manual.
Ugh. No, thank you.
Do we miss drifting in Europe? I do. You miss going to Europe?
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I've ever actually drifted in Europe.
You definitely have. You just talked about drifting in Europe.
That was the UK.
Okay, what about the left-hand drive 180 in Lithuania?
I did drift in Europe.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember. That was fun.
Yeah.
I did my first 360 in a left-hand drive 180.
Yeah, and you took to it really fast.
Yeah. I'm not bad at left-hand drive.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Mommy?
Should get that S14.
T, have you ever been to an AC/DC concert?
I have not. My mum did when I was a kid. I got a teddy bear souvenir from it. Also got one from Elton John and Billy Joel. She used to leave me at home a lot to go to concerts. She did the same for Kiss. She used to go see Jimmy Barnes and Cold Chisel.
And look how you turned out.
Look how I turned out.
Covered in tattoos. Your neck.
I got a
Well,
question.
hold on, Scar. My stepdad growing up was in a band and we had a jam room at our house. It was actually our double garage got converted into a jam room. So I was brought up with guitars and drums and don't know how I never played musical instruments when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yes.
When was the first time you drifted?
Oh, that's a good question. If anybody didn't hear it, that was ask it again, Scarly.
When was the first time you've driven?
Drifted.
Oh. 2012. Like September, October?
And where?
Archie. I learned to drift at Archie. I did 3 days there and then I did Queensland Raceway morning sesh.
And you realised QR was super easy.
It was. On like my 4th or 5th lap, I was linking 3 to 6 on my 4th ever time driving. So that was...
Yeah. 4th time driving and then first time at QR, 4th lap.
So that's, yeah. I think the lots of time to think about what you have to do is good. I don't know, I don't mind QR, like I prefer Archie, tighter technical, I think it's more fun, but I do like going to QR a couple times a year.
Zach Cossey said, T needs to pop more sets. I heard he's got a bunch of tyres down the back he can use.
I get in trouble from you
Oh, what?
for popping my tyres.
Because what happened last time you tried to pop tyres? Popped the radiators.
Yeah. And then now my car only runs on 5 cylinders.
Ah, here's a question. Did the chick from Tasmania make it back fine with the S15 you helped fix?
Oh, Holly.
No, that's not her that says it, but...
No, but that's who it was. Holly.
Yeah,
We love
she
Holly.
had horrific luck with that car, full stop.
She did. It ended up needing...
It ended up getting shipped back, didn't it?
Insurance,
To Tassie?
insurance wrote it off.
Oh.
Because it was insured, went to a garage down there and they got a quote for a rebuild because the motor was heavily modified. I think it was 12,000
Yeah.
or 16,000 they were quoted to rebuild the motor. So insurance was like, hey, write it off. But she did actually buy a replacement motor for it, which arrived like the day that insurance wrote it off. So she sold that, got the insurance payout. I think one of the rooms down there bought it from insurance.
Like
Oh, Disco
Wet
Day,
Salad.
wasn't it?
Oh,
Oh,
Wet
Wet Salad. Oh,
Jamie.
yeah. So she ended up between the shell being sold, the motor, and then what she got from insurance. She ended up breaking even. So
Here's a good
now she's
question
in the market for a car.
from someone in the States, I'm guessing. Where would you live in America if you went?
I used to always think I'd want to live in California until I
California's not good.
went to Florida, and I feel like Florida is more
Texas or Florida?
Queensland.
Yeah, I like Florida. I actually like Florida.
I like Texas from the point of view of what you get for your money.
Crazy
Like
houses.
if you had a
and-
budget of $500,000 to buy a house, like you'd buy the best house. I do like Albuquerque.
I
It's
don't.
weird because everyone over there is like, why do you like Albuquerque?
I don't like Albuquerque. You only like Albuquerque because of Dan.
I think it's because of Officer Dan and Michaela, and it's just so much fun because they take you shooting, and then there's really cool food joints there, and then you play rock band, and it's just a good time. And then Arch is there, the dog.
Have you ever been into street or dirt bikes?
Me.
Yeah.
I used to have a motorbike when I was a kid.
Yeah. Told me that you liked motorbikes, and then when I got one, you freaked out.
No, I didn't say that. I said I used to ride motorbikes, and then I had a stack when I was like 20, 21 in the bush, and I wasn't wearing much clothing at all, and I ended up scraping like my whole body. And then I hated motorbikes from then. And then when you have kids, I don't know, your mentality changes about a lot of stuff. Like you just freak out about something happening. You hear so many stories about people crashing their motorbike, and yeah, I don't know. It's very off-putting. Yes,
Do
Sophie?
you have an actual motorbike or it's electric?
No, I had an actual motorbike.
Raptor can't make a nice down payment when it has money owing on it from the bank. Yeah. I think I'd make. Would you make a good cowgirl? You into Texas? Texas?
No,
No.
I don't wear hats. I don't wear boots. I mean, I'd own a gun and walk around with it.
Just because you can,
Just
because it's
because I
Texas.
could, yeah. And I like guns.
Are you guys bummed about not being able to go to Drift Week? Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very yeah.
Super bummed. And then especially getting messages from everyone over there, like almost daily. Like it is ridiculous how many people I've got messages from about it. And then seeing interviews like the one we watched last night. It's just, yeah, it sucks.
Next mod for the Raptor? You're like, hopefully none?
Probably something to go over the back of the tray.
Yeah. So the tonneau cover actually blew off of the back when I got the 35s. I was on the way home and it wasn't like properly pinned down because you just couldn't. It was a crappy tonneau cover anyway. It was annoying, like tonight. So yeah, yeah, I'm looking for a Wild Track roller shutter cover for the back of it. So that's my idea. I want to do that and get a half rack thing for the back, which I'll be able to put a rooftop tent on. Basically, I want to get the car ready for more touring.
Don't put that in
So
there.
that's the idea. So we can go to the Cape and go to Fraser. You want to go to Fraser? You love Fraser.
Tomorrow.
You want to go tomorrow to Fraser?
Yeah.
You're gonna come. Yeah, Gianna needs to come to Fraser next time.
I do. We might be going for New Year's, remember?
Yes, Winch and Spotties will be wired up
Did
this
you
week.
just call me a wench?
No, the Winch and Spotties will be wired up this week. It was meant to get done last week.
Scar, be careful, there's metal shavings over there.
Favorite pro car you've driven? I'm guessing that would be me. Favorite pro car I've driven?
Oh, I thought you were saying
I
to
haven't-
me.
No.
You would be my favourite car I've driven.
So yeah, I know Fraser's on fire at the moment. It's not good. Favorite pro car I've driven? There's one that I don't have any footage of, but I was driving a 2.2 litre Stroker SR A86 in some Eastern European country. I can't remember where it was. But it was a 6-speed box in it. I was literally entering in 6. So we were well over 200 k's an hour entries on this airfield. And it was a fantastic car. Very, very, really, really good to drive. But I have no footage of it. I haven't even seen any photos really. No one really spoke English there, but it was about, yeah. So yeah.
And that was funner to drive than your car.
What do you think about a drift week going on down here?
Look, I think that would be rad.
I think we'd organise it better.
I think... Sorry, Aaron. I don't know, I think what makes it work over there is that there are a lot of tracks to get on board and happy to exchange track time, like a day of track time for publicity from millions of followers combined between the drivers there. In Australia, I don't think, that's really going to do anything.
Yeah, even with LZ,
like if we went to QR short track and said, hey, we're going to bring
Adam LZ.
that have combined 50 million followers on YouTube.
That'd be cool, that's $3,000.
Exactly. I think Rally would be the same. I think somewhere like Pheasantwood would probably jump on board.
Doubtful.
I don't see anyone else.
No, Wakefield definitely wouldn't.
No. Calder Park definitely wouldn't.
Oh, they would not give a fuck.
No. Mount Gambier, I mean...
We don't pay for the venue. We pay
it's
for
all the
all of
infrastructure
this. We
and
pay
stuff,
for
yeah.
all of the infrastructure,
Yeah.
and that's more expensive than renting a track.
Yeah. So, I don't know, unless everyone was ready to pay like $5,000 for their entry spot. Yeah, I don't think it's possible up here. As much as I would love it to happen. Like, I definitely think it would be cool.
Oh, we're doing it. Definitely going to do one.
Yeah. I just don't think it is going to be possible, though.
Why?
How?
Well,
Without charging $5,000 entry money, no one's going to pay $5,000.
well, it won't be that much. What? You cap it at 20 drivers.
Yeah. You'd have to do short track.
No, so you time it so you can do a morning session. So QR wouldn't be private, that's all.
Okay. Yeah, morning sessions. That's
You just
worth
time it so you do a morning session, then you do Archie Thursday.
No, you couldn't just do a 4-hour session at Archie. You'd have to do it when it falls on a weekend and then just have a closed weekend day.
Well, we can do multiple then. We do, like, for the people that come up early and want to make the most of it, do morning session and Thursday. Or
you could even do a Tuesday at Archie.
Yeah,
and then a morning session on the Wednesday or the Thursday. Head down to Raleigh for the Saturday.
Exactly. And then, obviously, Wakefield Park, and then potentially place in Sydney. So, yeah.
I mean, Mount Gambier might be possible from the point of view, like, remember when you guys did the test day and you didn't have to set up, like, hectic infrastructure because there was no spectators, there was only a couple of test cars. It was just closing the road.
It'd have to be caged cars, though. That's the only tough bit.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to do that without a cage, without the barriers.
No. I mean, we could still get like plastic barriers or something. No, even some spots you wouldn't have those. But I mean, there's definitely a cheap way to do Mount Gambier, but you just wouldn't be able to have spectators. That's if they allowed us.
What's up, dude?
I want cuddle kisses.
Yeah.
And then what's that other little go-kart track thing in SA? That they've done a couple events at?
Port, Port something.
I don't even know if that's facing you. I don't know why you just didn't lean off against the bike tire the whole time.
Oh, that's facing you, because you're better at this.
No. Hey, whose bike's better? Identical bikes, just different colourways. Is that facing them?
Yeah. Touch on the back of the screen.
Good question.
Ah.
Try for that for me.
So we have
I like both.
Luke's white Mirror Pro. We've got my candy red Mirror Pro. Whose is better? I personally like mine.
No,
Someone
I like
asked-
both.
Someone asked an interesting question. Yeah, Port Gawler, that's the one. Why did I stop drifting the low brain car? This is a fantastic one that I'll love to talk to you guys about. So the last time,
It's like a whole nother
one of the
vlog.
last times I was meant to drive the low brain car, I actually organised with the European Drift Series that I was driving in, well, it was a World Series, to have, they were going to pay for the low brain car to come to Japan. And they sent the guys that own the low brain car a substantial amount of money to bring the car to Japan for me to drive in Japan. They took the money, the car never showed up. Then on top of that, they tried to then scam the guys that run World Time Attack into paying for the car to come to Australia, and I refused to drive it at that point because they screwed me over super badly with Japan. Like I went to Japan and basically sat there and watched the two comps that I was meant to drive in. And if I'd had done those comps, I would have earned points and beat Sato in that drift series. So that, I ended up losing to Sato by I think it was 10 points, something really minuscule.
I think it was 6.
I needed those points. Yeah, it was very little points. And they just didn't, they didn't turn up the car, and then, tried to pull strings and work around behind my back to get the car over to World Time Attack, because the original plan was the car to go to World Time Attack after Japan, which again I'd sorted out, and there was people paying for it, not them. They're actually earning money from bringing the car, including flights, accommodation, getting the car there, cash for bringing the car there, all to put on a show at World Time Attack and for me to drive that car, because it had a very big following, obviously, when I was driving it. And yeah, that happened. So that was very frustrating and very stupid on the owner's behalf to burn, so many people in one go. And it, it was enough money. I think it was it 7,000 euros? I think it was, which is what... So basically, I asked what the low brain guys would need to bring the car to Japan.
To bring it to Japan, to get it back,
and for me to drift it at 2 events. It was 7,000 euros.
That was including their flights, and then a little bit extra to cover just in case.
So that's 15,000 Aussie to ship the car there and flights, and that is definitely was doable. But then on top of that, I made it even better for the low rank guys by organising for the car to be shipped to Australia to do World Time Attack directly after, which would have saved them return shipping, because World Time Attack were going to pay for Japan to Australia, Australia back to the UK, again, plus the guys from low range flights for the owner and pit crew, accommodation, plus cash.
I think it was Julian, Jordan, and Juicebox.
Yeah, so it was 3 people's flights, accommodation, food, transfer, the lot, plus all the shipping. No, low brain, not low origin. So yeah, that is basically the short of what happened.
And it wasn't until we were at the event and they said that the car is in Tokyo Bay. They reckon, and that they wouldn't let it out of the container until the carnet was paid or something.
But mind you, he got to Japan and bought a van and stuff like that. And
then even if they got the money to get it out, then they didn't have the money for tyres.
Yeah.
But they went and bought this van and then all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So just quickly, everyone's saying red. Everyone likes your black.
Yeah, that's nice.
Um.
I like it.
Anyway, so will I take the Vert to NZ to compete in? No, I don't intend to be competing anywhere in the Vert. That's my just show car essentially that will do skids. I will be going back to D1NZ though. We have our sponsor there, Cartel Clothing, and obviously JDM Earth Moving, who's very keen to get me back over there and racing. So we will be back over there. James Dean, do I still stay in contact with people in Europe? James Dean, yes. I spoke to James not long ago actually. He's pretty keen to get out here when all our borders and everything open up. Now he's not as busy because he doesn't have the workhouse thing. Shanahan's, what do you call it?
I speak to Jack quite regularly.
Yeah, Jack only messaged me just the other day. I can't remember what about. We had a bit of a chin wag the other day. So yeah, we still speak to European friends. Our good friend Josh, the video guy, messaged me today. He bought a Toyota Crown.
Nice.
He messaged me saying, are these a good car? Should I buy one? And then he messaged me back like 45 minutes later. He goes, oops, I already bought it. So, yeah. So the neighbour's kid has a white and gold Mirror Pro, and that's better than both those colours.
Oh, can you send a picture?
Yeah, send a picture. Anyway. No, unfortunately I'm not going to Summernats this year because it's not happening. Summernats has been cancelled. Yeah.
Life has been cancelled.
No, Summernats has been cancelled, and they're running an event similar-ish to Summernats in Sydney. I don't know what it's called. It's called like Summer Slam or something. What's up?
Hey, that was our event name.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Aww.
Okay. Which series crown? I don't know. Whatever the cool shape. I don't know.
Was it white?
One. I think it's silver. Your favourite.
I hate silver cars. Pewter.
Are you concerned about the tub space you'll lose from a roller shutter rolling up? No, not really. I think it'll be fine. And eventually I want to do a camper trailer anyway. So if anything, I'm more concerned with the lack of security. Like today, we have a whole bunch of Adam LZ stuff in the back of my ute. And when we went to Japanese, we had to wait ages to get a parking spot where I could see the ute because we have a bunch of Adam stuff in the back. So, yeah, that was frustrating. The Summernats Slam, I'm not sure what the go. I didn't even look into what the go with entries and everything was for that event. Would definitely be cool to go because it's mid-January, I think. Let me know. I should look into that because that would be cool to go to, but I doubt the S13 will be finished by then. I would love to, but yeah. Oh yeah, JZS 7171, that's what it is. Favorite kind of wheels for a 32 GDR. Wait.
33 GDR?
Yeah, basically 33 GDR wheels. Like, you can't go wrong with 33 GDRs on a 32. They look so good. 32 GDRs look good on every single car except for a 33 GDR. That's my opinion. And that's a lot of people say the same thing. Like, name a car that 33 GDRs don't look good on.
33 GDR.
Other than a 33 GDR. They look good on everything. In your opinion, does the USA have a better talent pool than Europe, or the other way around? No, Europe has a better talent pool. It's pretty evident by the sheer number of drift series. Like, you got to understand that in Europe, you've got all these different parts of the world, and they all have their best guys, and then they all, you know what I mean? Like, you see Drift Masters, it's pretty sick. Like FD, obviously, there's a lot of fantastic drivers in there, but you see when the Europeans are there, it gets dominated by the Europeans. Not dominated, but it definitely gets well and truly stirred up by the Europeans. So yeah, that's definitely a good thing. Patriot campers, I don't rate their campers. Like
Is that the
they're
place on the Gold
definitely
Coast?
good. Yeah, they're definitely good campers, but like you said, they're 30 to 50K for a camper. Like, I cannot understand why you pay $30,000 to $50,000 for a box trailer that is obviously it has all the wiring and you can put everything in it, but then it's just got a rooftop tent on top. It doesn't really make any sense to me in the slightest that you would pay that much money for a box trailer. Essentially a box trailer with a rooftop tent on top.
It's just a name, just like anything else that's designer or branded.
I think it's more like that.
Like you can.
Don't get me wrong, they're still sick trailers, but it's just I haven't used one. I haven't seen one up close. I do watch their videos. Their videos are fantastic on YouTube. But it would seem for me, without actually experiencing one in person, just looking from the outside in at, it being just a really nice box trailer with, outfitted inside with a rooftop, I would find it very difficult to spend that.
What's the time?
Time is 9 o'clock. Have I seen 3-piece GDR wheels stepped up to the 18x10? Yes, I have. They look sick.
I haven't seen them.
Yeah, they look rad. Am I going to Christmas Bash? I will be there, and Tiana will be driving. Well, that's the hope, if she gets the spot. That's the plan, isn't it? Just you? Am I allowed to too?
Nope.
Just you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Tiana's doing Christmas Bash.
You've driven QR how many times this year? Just let me have one day.
Yeah. I wish you opened a drift park in Melbourne. We could drift VL turbos together.
Wait, how
I would
about
love to have a VL turbo.
the 10,000 Melbourne people that have said that to us? How about we just move to Queensland? It's better.
Well, we know that many people that have. Anyway, it's... Anyway, I think we're going to wrap it up there. We've got kids we need to put to sleep. Tiana's just doing the biggest yawn ever in the background. Interesting. Someone just said I'm a fabricator and I can say that Patriot campers are the best made campers getting around. Are you a fabricator for them?
Patriot.
Are you fabricated for Patriot?
Are you biased?
No, they definitely. Obviously, they're going to work well and everything, but $30,000 to $50,000, like that's crazy money for a trailer.
I'm not saying that they're terrible. You're not saying they're terrible quality.
No,
but could you get the same thing built for a lot less?
But you can get like really nice vans, really nice off-road camper trailers for a lot cheaper than that. You're filming up there.
Sorry.
Yeah. But Mike Lake isn't in Queensland. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you. I said Mike and Tara can come up a little bit after our move. If they want. So. Sick. Yep.
Keen to have you guys. Mike, you can drift a real car for once.
Yeah, we'll let him drift a real car. And I'm just excited. Mike can come and work on cars that work. Like ones that won't break down immediately after working on them.
Mike, can you wrap one of our cars?
Oh, yeah, let's try it. I want him to teach me how to wrap. He can do it pretty well, to be fair.
Let's practice on the 14.
Guys, again, if you haven't watched, go check out Mike Lake's channel.
He's funny.
When was the last video you put up, Mike? You're probably putting up videos more regularly than me at the moment just because I've been super busy. But I am going to go put the kids to bed and I'm going to jump straight onto the computer and edit up a video for you guys that I filmed today.
Who's Mike watching?
It's going to make a good video for you guys. I'm pretty happy with what we got done today, especially getting some stuff done on Adam LZ's Evo. Yeah. So, yeah.
Hi, Mike and Tara.
Like that Mike said, I'll cop all of the banter just to hang out with you guys.
Aww.
He's a cute bastard, isn't he?
Make sure you ring Tara, though.
There you go. Mike's doing a giveaway on an E36. But yeah, smash the like button, guys. If you haven't already, grab some merch. Helps us out so much. All money made for the next couple of months is pretty much going into this Barra build. So, what? You shaking your head. She's shaking her head, guys. Anyway, barrier build's on the way. S13's still getting built at the moment. 8.6 is clearly just all of a sudden almost finished because I put that Sapporo can in there.
It's just beautiful, the car.
Yeah. And hopefully Tiana's 8.6 will get here soon. There's a lot of stuff coming up in the channel, guys. Anything in particular, you know, make you guys want to get on the channel? Like any particular things you really, really want on the channel, let me know in the comments or whatever on any other videos. Anyway, peace out, guys.